ownership is the ultimate power move. Others come to your table because there's an opportunity for a meal at your table. What are the rules that you've set? And how can you take what you've built and make other people's lives easier? Feed people. Set the rules. Welcome to another episode of the Witness Mdaka Show. I've got a smile on my face because when I spoke out the title of this episode, my producer started laughing, and I know why he's laughing. You know, before I tell you what the title is, I was watching an interview by Tyler Perry. And in that interview, he said that he realized that when he doesn't have his own recording studio, it's as good as not having his own table, paraphrasing, and by relying on others for him to shoot his movies at, he's relying and asking for a seat at their table. So instead of continuing to ask for a seat at their table, he decided to build his own table, which is the Tyler Perry Studios, which is, I think, one of the biggest black-owned studios in the world. Now, the title of our message, you're wondering what it's going to be, is why every man must build his own table. You know, a lot of people will say, I'm tired of asking for a seat at the table. My brother, if you're tired of asking for a seat at the table, then build your own. Build the table. I say the Witness Mdaka Show's focus is helping men find meaning, make money, build purpose. The purpose is the table. That's your table. The question then becomes, what are you doing? You know, ownership is the ultimate power move. It's one thing to ask if you can sit at the table, but it's another when the table is yours. You don't have to ask for any permission to sit at the table. You don't have to negotiate for a seat at the table. In fact, you choose who gets to sit with you at the table. You don't beg to be chosen. You choose yourself. Now, one other conversation I had with my producer earlier on, I said to him, how's the subscriber base since we started being consistent with the Witness Mdaka Show? And he was excited and said, I love the fact that people are commenting, but it seems you're building a different audience from it's more than just money. It's a new audience altogether. And I said, okay, tell me more. It's like, the exciting part is realizing that something can be built from scratch. You know, not only for the Witness Mdaka Show or for any work that I'm doing in the company, but just realizing for myself that I can build stuff from scratch is an honor. Just knowing that I can is an honor. So what am I saying to you at this particular moment in time? I'm saying, understand the importance of literally building your own table. Now, the own table means different things to different people, right? A table could be a company. A table could be cooking your own meal. A table could be creating opportunities. A table could be a platform. Every single thing that you look at that other people might tell you to get away from, stop complaining, build your own. You know, people are not calling you out to come be interviewed by them on their platforms. Don't complain. Build your own platform and choose who you are going to interview. Now, speaking of that, you can start the podcast. You can launch the business. You can write the book. That's your table. Starting the podcast, launching the business, writing the book, creating the infrastructure, creating the content. That's you building your table. And the biggest question then becomes, how big can your table be? And how many people can you have sitting at the seats on your table? You know, creating opportunities for others is also part of you creating and building a table for yourself. Because others come to your table because there's an opportunity for a meal at your table. There's an opportunity for dessert on your table. There's an opportunity for nice carbohydrates and protein, rice, chicken, meat. Creating opportunities for others to eat is part of you building your life. It's part of you building and cementing your leadership role in society. So it's important that you build that table, you create opportunities for others so you can cement your role as a leader in society. Building your table also means setting your own rules and feeding your people. What are the rules that you've set? What are the rules that you've set? And how can you take what you've built and make other people's lives easier? I mean, we are here in our company right now. There are people that are working. There are people that are finding their meaning and their purpose and their significance from the work that we do. There are people that are discovering their gifts right here in this office. Why? Because we decided that we're not going to be part of the complainers. We're going to be part of those that are building businesses, creating opportunities so that people can be able to eat with us. Building your table means setting your own rules and feeding your people. Feed people. Set the rules. If you don't have your own table, like I said, build it. If you consider yourself a king or anyone of influence, you will know that kings don't wait to be invited. They build kingdoms. They start building today. Anywhere else where you found somebody being referred to as a king, it's somebody that's not waiting for an invitation to another person's table. They are every day looking for ways to build their own, even within their workplaces and organizations. They've decided that they're going to be part of those that are building and less part of those that are complaining. Now, a question to you now becomes, what are you building? And how are you going to use it to take your life to the next level? You know, it's one thing to complain. I'm seeing this ad hoc or this quote, right? It says, knowledge is a process of piling up facts. Wisdom lies in their simplification. So you can build yourself up as the guy who simplifies complicated concepts. Because knowledge is the process of piling up facts. Some people just pile up facts. But wisdom lies in their simplification. How do you place yourself in a position where you can easily simplify stuff? What if your table becomes the table of simplification? We know that if we come to you with certain questions, we'll leave there understanding certain things better because you explain it in a way that we can apply, in a way that moves us forward, and in a way that can ultimately transform and change our lives and make us better people. If you haven't subscribed, click on that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. Click on the notifications bell. Share this video with as many people as you can. If you haven't read the book, It's More Than Just Money, please click on the link in the description box. Read the book, apply it, give us a review. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Witness Mdaka Show. I'll see you in the next episode. I will say it's more than just money, but thank you so much for watching the Witness Mdaka Show. My name is Witness Mdaka. I'm a broadcaster based in Johannesburg, South Africa. Signing out. See you in the next episode.